This evening, two wanted criminals fatally shot in Surinam. Details emerge of prior encounters with law enforcement. Stay tuned for updates on this developing story. Next up, empowering women in business, We Live Expo set to inspire female entrepreneurs. Join us for insights, mentorship, and opportunities to support women in businesses. Then, investigations on the way into fatal accidents involving trucks. Recent incidents claim lives. Authorities urge caution on the road. Also, family mourns a tragic loss of siblings in Berbice. Community rallies as investigations into the sudden deaths unfold. Stay with us for updates on this heartbreaking story. And later, U.S. reinstates oil sanctions on Venezuela amid concerns over election fairness. Chevron exempted from sanctions in joint venture. Stay informed on the latest developments in U.S.-Venezuela relations. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Update for April 18th, 2024. I'm Bibi Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. First up, two men with prior encounters with the Guyana police force were fatally shot in Surinam during the early hours of Wednesday morning. Crime Chief Wendell Blannon confirmed the incident, which claimed the lives of Jeremiah Smith and Oswick Brasilio. According to witnesses cited by Surinamese news outlet Waterkant, the victims were socializing on Rubenstraat in Paramaribo North around 2 a.m. when two assailants on a motorcycle opened fire. Despite attempts to evade the gunfire, both men succumbed to their injuries on the spot. The perpetrators fled the scene, evading capture thus far. Surinamese authorities have transferred the case to the Capital Crimes Department for further investigation. Both men were gunned down on a street in Paramaribo, with reports indicating that they had sought refuge in Surinam following being fingered in two separate fatal execution-style attacks in Guyana. Smith also faced legal issues, including an arrest by the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit in 2022. The circumstances surrounding the recent shooting remains under investigations. In other news, in a heart-wrenching tragedy, the Mohabir family of Canefield Settlement, East Country Berbice, is grappling with the loss of two siblings, Ricardo and Ariano, who tragically passed away just days apart. While the cause of their deaths appear to be natural, the shock and sorrow that have descended upon the family are immeasurable. Amid their grief, Kumar and Rihanna Mohabir have received an outpouring of support from their community and beyond, with messages of sympathy flooding social media platforms. The staff at the New Amsterdam Regional Hospital, where 9-year-old Ariana was admitted in critical condition, noted that despite their efforts to transfer her to GPHC, the child suffered a sudden cardiac arrest and passed away in the intensive care unit. Just the day before, Ariana's brother Ricardo was brought to the hospital with no signs of life. Both cases are under thorough investigations, with post-mortem examinations underway to shed light on the circumstances of their death. Expressing their heartfelt condolences, the management and staff of the New Amsterdam Hospital stated that they stand in solidarity with the grieving family and offer unwavering support during this challenging period. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health has been briefed on the situation, and all relevant reports have been forwarded to the Chief Medical Officer. To further understand the tragic events, the ministry has dispatched an expert group to conduct a comprehensive investigation at the New Amsterdam Hospital. Headline News expresses heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family and will provide further details as they become available. Moving on, the We Live Expo, Ghana's largest women's expo, will take place at the National Aquatic Center on April 20th and 21st. The expo aims to empower female entrepreneurs and encourage them to shatter glass ceilings in the business world. Minister of Human Services and Social Security, Dr. Vindya Prasad, emphasized the importance of seizing opportunities and progressing continuously in business.
It is really coming together in this unified way, creating a movement of women entrepreneurs and telling them not to limit themselves, so that when they succeed in one area, they must progress to the next step, because we want women to understand that they have opportunities equally.
With 250 women-owned businesses and female fashion designers participating, the Expo seeks to elevate their visibility and success on both local and international platforms. The event will feature mentorship sessions, business insights, and industry leaders, and a mentorship competition for young adults. It will also offer young adults the opportunity to gain scholarships for university studies in Miami. Sponsors like Demerara Bank Limited provide financial support and guidance to participants, ensuring their success and sustainability. The Expo, supported by various sponsors, invites citizens to attend and show their support for women entrepreneurs. Stick around when we return. Government injects over $1 billion into Sophia Community Revitalization Project, and fatal truck accidents under investigation in Region 4A.
This Mother's Day, celebrate in style and give mom the chance to win big. Simply top up with $1,000 or more for a chance to be one of 5 lucky winners of a brand new, fully stocked French door fridge with groceries worth over $550,000 each. One winner will be selected weekly from April 5th to May 9th. Start topping up today. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets, outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
See clearly with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Our smiles make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Mill Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
Welcome back. Police in Regional Division 4A are investigating 2 recent but separate fatal accidents involving trucks. The most recent incident involved a motor lorry and claimed the life of a 36-year-old Nina Williams. The incident occurred at Princess and High Street on Wednesday, April 17th, around 22:30 hours. Williams was crossing the street when she ran into the path of the motor lorry, resulting in fatal injuries. The driver, a 24-year-old man, tested negative for alcohol and is assisting with the investigation. In the other incident on Monday, April 15th, an unregistered truck collided with pedestrian Doreen Haynes on Water Street, Georgetown. Haynes was conversing with another driver when the collision occurred. Despite receiving medical attention, she succumbed to her injuries. The driver of the unregistered vehicle has been arrested and investigations are ongoing. The post-mortem examination conducted on Haynes revealed that the cause of death was multiple injuries sustained in the motor vehicle accident. The body has been released to the family for burial, and investigations into both accidents continue. On a lighter note, the government has allocated over $1 billion in contracts for critical projects aimed at transforming and revitalizing the Sophia community in Georgetown. During a community engagement on Wednesday, Vice President Dr. Jagdeo and government ministers emphasized the government's proactive approach to development. They highlighted ongoing infrastructural improvements in Sophia and outlined plans for further enhancements, including an assessment of needed improvements in D-Field Sophia, amounting to over $1.3 billion. Dr. Jagdeo highlighted a focus on creating employment opportunities through infrastructure investments, noting the country's construction boom. He highlighted the importance of community involvement and responsibility in maintaining progress. The Vice President assured continued engagement with residents and emphasized ongoing national development and job creation plans. Don't go away after the break. Kenya's mission to Haiti, leaders under pressure to justify intervention, and police makes multiple arrests in largest gold theft in Canadian history.
This Mother's Day, celebrate in style and give mom the chance to win big. Simply top up with $1,000 or more for a chance to be one of 5 lucky winners of a brand new, fully stocked French door fridge with groceries worth over $550,000 each. One winner will be selected weekly from April 5th to May 9th. Start topping up today. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
Welcome to Fortune Investment Company, your #1 eco-friendly cleaning and janitorial company in Guyana. At Fortune Investment Company, we specialize in commercial and residential cleaning. Whether it's your home or office, our experienced team is detail-focused and take pride in providing excellent services to make your spaces sparkle. Restaurants and kitchen cleaning? Aren't you tired of hearing your chef complain? Keep your culinary spaces spotless and hygienic with our dedicated maintenance services. Floor scrubbing and polishing? Elevate the look of your home or business. Give your floors a new lease on life with our professional scrubbing and polishing. But that's not all. We also offer power washing and steam cleaning. Say goodbye to dirt and moss. Our power washing services will leave your surfaces looking brand new. Revitalize your carpets, mattresses, and chairs with our thorough steam cleaning services. When you want someone to clean your space with care and without the unhealthy chemicals, you want Fortune Investment Company. Call us now at 646-0405 or 689-7558 or 639-6365 or visit us at 3430 Jacksonville Housing Scheme, North Rumville, to schedule your cleaning and janitorial services. Visit our business pages at Fortune Investment Company to learn more about our services and promotion. Fortune Investment Company, where cleanliness meets perfection, because a clean space is a happy space. And remember, we do the dirty works while you stay clean.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lenders, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again. Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Sneakily with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Our smiles make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Middle Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
Furnishing your home or office has never been easier. Here at Kissoon's, our inventory of locally made and imported furniture, offered at amazing prices, will leave you wanting more. From vinyl, floor rugs and carpets, bedroom, dining and living room sets, mattresses, pillows, office desk, chairs and filing cabinets. outdoor benches and tables. We have a piece of furniture for every room imaginable in your home or office. Check out our flagship store at Industrial Site Rijnveld or one of our branches in New Amsterdam, Port Morant, Riverton, and Camp Street. Kissoon's Furniture, furnishing homes for over 50 years.
Welcome back. Now we take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world. A Saharan dust plume is forecasted to impact several Caribbean islands, potentially causing respiratory issues and allergies for susceptible individuals. Grenada, Dominica, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines have issued alerts urging precautionary measures, especially for those with respiratory sensitivities. The Barbados Meteorological Services are monitoring a large plume in the eastern Atlantic, hinting at possible dust haze advisory. Antigua and Barbuda expect Saharan dust to drift northwards, while Trinidad and Tobago anticipate moderate to high concentrations from Wednesday onwards. Islanders are advised to stay informed and take necessary precautions amid the impending dust haze conditions. The U.S. has reinstated all sanctions against Venezuela's government, arguing it has not met conditions to hold fair and competitive elections as negotiated with U.S. envoys and the opposition last year. However, the U.S. oil company Chevron will be allowed to continue a joint venture with the Venezuelan state oil company. Al Jazeera's Lucia Newman reports.
The decision to reimpose oil sanctions against Venezuela was the likely U.S. response to President Nicolás Maduro's decision to ban his most competitive opponents from running in July's presidential elections. Maduro and his representatives prevented the Democratic opposition from registering the candidate of their choice, harassed and intimidated political opponents, and unjustly detained numerous political actors and members of civil society, says the U.S. State Department. Ahead of the U.S. announcement, President Maduro showed his disdain for American sanctions, aimed at forcing him to allow competitive elections.
Queriéndonos hacer un daño.
By wanting to harm us, you harm yourselves. We're going ahead, with or without a license. We aren't a Yankee colony. We aren't your colony. Venezuela will move on with its economic pace. No one will stop us, Mr. Yankee. Know that.
The renewal of sanctions against the country with the world's largest oil reserves is not as devastating as it may sound, according to Venezuela's oil minister, who says he expects the U.S. Treasury to allow companies to request individual licenses for the oil sector.
This does not impact our economy at all. On the contrary, there's maximum stability and maximum growth.
The Biden administration concedes that more than a decade of harsh economic, political, and financial sanctions against Maduro have failed to dislodge him. In fact, pushing him closer to U.S. adversaries like Russia, China, and Iran. And in the wake of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, the White House admits that it was hurting its own economy by banning Venezuelan oil production and sales. The elections, which are expected to reinstate President Maduro for a third consecutive term, are being widely criticized by the international community. But even with the reimposition of some U.S. oil sanctions, they're likely to go on ahead as planned. Lucia Newman, Al Jazeera.
Internationally, Kenya says it's prepared to lead a UN-backed mission to Haiti aimed at stopping the gang war there. However, Kenyan leaders are facing increasing pressure to justify the risky intervention. Al Jazeera's Catherine Osoy has the details.
The planned deployment of Kenyan forces to Haiti has been controversial from the start. 1,000 police officers from elite units are due to be sent to help stop the gang wars and to restore order in the Caribbean country. Kenya is expected to lead the UN mission.
Doing nothing in the face of the human suffering is therefore absolutely out of question.
Many Kenyans say they are concerned about getting involved in another crisis overseas. Kenyan police have been deployed to several peacekeeping missions in the past, including the Democratic Republic of Congo, Somalia, East Timor, and elsewhere. But what many people here are asking is whether they are capable of handling a security crisis as big as that of Haiti. In one of Nairobi's most dangerous slums, gangs fight for control of garbage sites and other resources for tax collection. Anthony Mugendi was part of a gang. Now he helps young people stay away from crime. Asked about the Haiti deployment, he says many residents in Mathare think the police need to deal with domestic security matters ahead of everything else.
I don't think our police can be able to handle Haiti if Mathare itself, there's still crime that is going on. There are still some of these young men who are still giving police a very hard time and sleepless night.
Opposition politician Ekuru Aukot went to court to block the deployment. It ruled that there must be a reciprocal bilateral security agreement between the Haitian government and Kenya's president. Aukot plans to go back to court to block any other plans to deploy Kenyan police to Haiti.
This is an occupation mission. It has nothing to do with peacekeeping. It's not even peacekeeping, actually. It's laughable when they say that it's going to restore law and order. We have not restored law and order in our own country.
Intervention by the UN in Haiti is not new. It has happened 3 times over the last 3 decades. The last mission was marred by human rights violations and one of the country's worst cholera epidemics. Government officials here say if it does go ahead, this deployment will be different. But many Kenyans are not so sure. Catherine Soy, Al Jazeera, Nairobi.
Finally, police in Canada have arrested multiple people accused of stealing thousands of gold bars worth more than 20 million Canadian dollars in what authorities says was the largest gold heist in the country's history. Al Jazeera's Dmitry Medvedenko reports.
Ocean's 11, eat your heart out. Unlike the Hollywood movie crew, these thieves didn't need explosives, hacking, or an acrobat. Just a forklift, a truck, and some forged paperwork for a huge take.
The gold was valued at approximately $20 million Canadian based on current market value. The stolen banknotes are in foreign currency in various denominations, amounting to a value of roughly 2.5 million Canadian dollars.
400 kilos of gold bars and millions in currency was flown to Toronto from Switzerland. The suspects used a forged airway bill to collect the valuables and drive away. A year later, police have found only 1 kilo of gold.
The $90,000 worth of pure gold was recovered. It was crudely fashioned in the form of bangles, and that sits as what we've recovered thus far.
Police believe the rest of the gold and cash were used to buy illegal firearms. Investigators say it was an inside job. Of the 6 arrested suspects, 1 was an Air Canada employee. 3 suspects remain on the run after one of the biggest and easiest heists in history. Dmitry Medvedenko, Al Jazeera.
This brings us to the end of the regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3-day weather forecast. And that's it, TV2 Headline News for this Thursday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. You can tune in tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. for a rebroadcast and at 5:30 p.m. for more news. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.